are live with OG Sticc Hyde. Get your blunts ready. Get your drink ready. It's about to go down.
This is J.P. Banks Music.
When you're sticking to the
Sticking to the script, it's a lonely road.
the hole tank, the big homie
Big come
told.
to toe.
He motivated his testimony hold. On that no photo, on politic on him cold. SBI Bank EC for really though. Used to really go, ask my nigga Chili Mo. Had a cold gun game, crazy knuckle up. Bust on enemies with baby double up. Back and forth with the main streets on 98. Q9 cell, me and Lil Johnny Ray. Posted up on Colton with a big ratchet. Way before Lil went through on that snitch jacket. Walked the yard with Slim Bag. What up, Big Drac? Gave them back they L, cuz you did that. Love my lokes, even if we don't interact. Lil Mont, Baby Psych, and Lil Black. EC. 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 97th Street, smack dead in the Middle East. Fuck the police for King Ron and Lil Reese. Tell the truth, SP3 never lack rhymes. Sometimes feel I might die behind my rap lines. We ain't in Malibu now, we in Maui. Baby Pie, EC, Bear, me and Wowie. Tico, Kiko, EC Red. Still can't believe Frankie and CC dead. Come to putting in work. Did more than a little dirt. Airbrush shirt. Big Milk, Lil Merc, Lil Box, Baby Ant, both souls, all the coops. First Street to 24 when we call the troops. Lost the legend when we buried Bub. Coach love to the riders that carry cuz, never seen it coming. Was a little foul, still took heart though. My hat off to Lil Owl, EC. 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 Big Spot and Lil Spotter both got an Ezel. Tiny Spotter got 19, rest in peace, Ezel. Shouts to the females representing EC. The brownies to the quotas, rest in peace, TT. Big Tommy's son on the 7, that's Stay Pops. Me and mine never bow down to J-Box. And that's the coldest crip a nigga ever met. Coldest crip I ever heard about, better yet. 33rd never every only time a nigga ran. On the land, go ask my nigga ran. ECG unit came up a little show. Got told on by that nigga Lil Show. Went on TV, the homies did BT Ugly. Got love for Infinite and Lil EC Buzzy. For death though, that mean to my dying day. EC, that's all I've been trying to say. EC. 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 EC.
You're tuning into the best in the West. Real Rydaz only radio.
What's up with it, man?
What it do? What it do?
What it do, man? I'm glad to have you here on live with OG Sticc Hyde, you know what I'm saying, on the show and shit, Real Riders Only Radio. Man, it's a pleasure.
Appreciate you, OG Sticc Hyde, for having a loco on this thing. On my mama.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity and shit, man. You got a decorated catalog and shit. You put in, made over 27 mixtapes. Yeah, 6 albums, featured in 3 films, 5 TV shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did some research.
Yeah, the Locs still going. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Podcast right now. You got the Mac Gear streetwear going and stuff.
Bay Mac, yep.
Bay Mac Gear.
Yep. Be about your money at all costs. It's an acronym. Yep. Baymac.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
There's
okay.
some there's some of that right here. Only thing I got on that ain't Baymac is the hat. My grandbaby gave me this for my birthday in January, so I wear the hat. Ain't Baymac.
It means something.
Yes, sir. Indeed.
It has sentimental value.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Man, I wanted to just get you online and shit and politic with. I've been seeing a lot of this stuff online and stuff. We got so many questions and shit.
Let's go. If it anything that's off limits, I'll tell you when we get there. I ain't got nothing. I ain't gave you no free nothing. So shoot your shit, and we gonna chop it up.
All right, we just gonna start off. We just gonna get straight to the shit. God damn, we got
Yep.
many questions. Well, hold on. I should start from the beginning.
I ain't in no hurry. You know. You know we doing.
Let's start off from the beginning. Okay, let's see. Lord Jesus, I got so many questions and shit.
That's hard.
I'm like, where's it gonna start at? Yeah, which one? Which one? Which one first? Lord Jesus, let's see. Um, you already told me what Baymac mean.
hmm
And, when did you start the Baymac gear?
Um, Baymax Streetwear started in particular. Uh, I can't give you a date because the whole Baymac brand in itself started long before that. And
Oh,
before there was Baymax Streetwear, I actually had a clothing line called Baymac Clothing.
yeah, I remember.
And
I went way
huh,
back, and I seen you was talking about Baymac way back when you started.
right, indeed. Baymac was like a fraternity or a brotherhood of a few street cats. I was not the starter of Baymac. Almost everybody in Baymac that there was, about 8 members, they were all members before me. I was like the last member. But it was just a brotherhood of people that were entrepreneurs slash hustlers slash street cats. They only very small amount of them were gang affiliate. It was just street cats that came together and was putting their mind and resources together in order to do what we call payback, be about their money at all costs. And that kind of like bubbled into a small core of partners and a brotherhood. And I was invited to be a part of that. And shortly thereafter, um, I made acquaintance with the G Unit crew. So that's why you heard me saying Baymac from the day one of that because it was something I was already involved in.
You know,
The whole concept was entrepreneurs going out, creating something strong under the Baymac umbrella, although they weren't actually tied together. So let's say one of the main endeavors that my brothers had got involved in was a trucking company. So we had Baymac Trucking. But then the concept was you may be auto, you might do sell cars. So you got Baymac Auto. And even though that's fully yours and the trucking is fully mine, we still wanted to build that Baymac umbrella. So I was the entertainment and the music portion of the Baymac empire.
okay, because you was pretty much you was the forefront. You was the forefront.
Well, I became the face in forefront because I was in the entertainment and so many cameras involved in public presentation and what I did. But prior to that, no, I wasn't the forefront as far as getting it started. There was a couple other cats, but I became the most visible face of it. And then as it dissolved as a unit, I carried it on as an individual and just began because I don't function with the Baymac core anymore. So I've just
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I've just taken it from my personal expression and my personal investment, and I still carry my portion of the Baymac flag still high, waves high.
You're very intelligent, brother. A lot of people get the Locs confused. They think the Locs they think this shit is a game or something like it's some stupid ass.
Indeed, I
Uh,
appreciate that. As you, that's a compliment. I appreciate
no, no, for real though. We get sick of these niggas. Press the button right there. Press the purple button right there.
it.
Sick of these niggas. We get sick of these niggas
Okay,
out here
I,
disrespecting the Locs and
that's
telling
crazy. It's crazy because when I was running on my old program, I had loaded up Nipsey. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. That's the same shit. I used to play that, just that. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. About the same long as the segment of you saying sick of these niggas. So I feel you.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
there are any stereotypical things that you hear that people have completely fucked up about.
true. I agree. I agree.
What kind of stereotypical things that you might hear sometimes when being in the industry? People think that you know what I'm saying. They know you. They know your affiliation, but they feel like they got to be a certain type of way around you or something.
One thing when they see me, if they see me come dressed like I'm dressed right now, they be surprised or act like my cripping is turned down or I'm violating some type of moral rule because I'm wearing what I'm wearing. That's one thing that, since you asked that question, they got a misconception of.
Right, right. You grown as hell. You can wear what the hell you want to wear.
Exactly, exactly. And I think they also got the misconception that overall we don't love our people and that we don't wish to see even the back and forth black on black crime cease. We know it's a part of the culture. We know it's a celebrated part of the culture, but it's not the more mature part of the culture. And I think the more mature part of the culture realizes that's destruction.
That's it.
That's something we need to get rid of.
Get rid of.
And a lot of people think because you want to be strong and cool, which was the first two things about Crippin that I remember. They were strong and they was cool. And I think a lot of people think you have to be a criminal or you have to be undeservingly dangerous to also be strong and cool. And I don't think that's the case. And I just want to revert. I think I remember it was a time when people wanted to be cool and not hard. It seemed like niggas stopped wanting to be cool and everybody wanted to be hard. And everybody ain't hard, homie.
Everybody ain't hard. One thing Sebo said when he came over here, he said, "Man, being hard comes with a reputation."
Psh, shout out to the bald head nut.
You know
Yeah,
what
on
I'm saying?
God.
Hard.
Yeah, come with it, bro. Being hard ain't easy, y'all. Y'all out here trying to act hard. It come with a lot trying to be hard. Believe me, I dedicated a large portion of my life to being hard. Yeah, it come with some shit.
What's your relationship with 600?
That's the homie from neighborhood Crip. He from '60s. I'm from East Coast. Traditionally, our hoods have a relationship that is it speaks for itself. It goes back for ages and years. I'm from neighborhood. He's from neighborhood. He's a media personality. I'm a media personality. Therefore, we have a camaraderie that we share to a certain degree. The only thing that really causes a rift in our direct communication is his relationship with Ho No Hundred. I don't get involved in the politics that he got going on with the 60s. However, his choice of action, I don't agree with everything he chooses to do.
Okay,
I've made that clear to him, but I'm not bigger than the program, and I wouldn't cause no 6-0 East Coast tension. It's not my business enough. So
I
he a
understand.
homie. He a homie. He in this shit like I'm in it. Like I say, he makes some decisions. He's aligned himself with some individuals that I don't necessarily agree with, but he's still a homie.
Did you know that he's a boxer?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Did you
was
see?
promoting the fight. I was promoting the fight between him and Cartoon from Avalon for a while, but because of Cartoon's age and the level of the fight we was trying to get it on, we couldn't get it past the commission. And my investors that were helping me were really trying to take it to a certain level. So once we couldn't get Cartoon clear because of his age, our actual event fell out. But yeah, I was promoting the fight that was going to happen in November of last year between him and Cartoon.
Okay. Um, did you see his tape?
I've seen a couple of his clips.
What you think about his fighting technique? Do you think? I ain't gonna lie. I seen 600 tape, and 600 looks soft to me. I
I
mean,
won't use I won't use that word, but I would say with the overall performance that I witnessed, I was less than impressed.
he quit 2 times. He fought 2 times and he quit 2 times. Do you realize I'd have been in a boxing ring just on the strength, like off of a can you know what I'm saying? We
Right.
I done did this for the hood and shit. We did something out in our community. Is a flex fest. We did
Hmm.
the thing hands up, guns down. You know what I'm saying? Trying to
Right. It's always cool.
yeah. We trying to get these kids. You know what I'm saying? And stop thinking about you know what I'm saying? Just thinking that you could just go reach for a burner and kill something, nigga. Nigga, get back to the hands and at least have the value of one another's life in some form of
And
way.
so before you critique me personally, critique his performance. With that said, he got in there. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard about body shots. I'm not a boxer. I saw Garcia go down from Tank on a body shot. I've
Right.
seen it in years. The one video I did see, he was reaching toward his body. And I'm not no boxer, bro. So I'm not finna shit on that nigga that's willing to get up in the ring and box for sport. Because even if they don't perform as well as I would like them to, they probably have outperformed me in the ring. So I wasn't impressed with what I saw by the homie in the ring, though. But that was just one clip that I seen him go down, maybe two. I'm under the understanding that where he was going to go do this, I've heard him express that everything we seen him do in the ring might not be true sport. He was trying to pad his record and build his career, and I think he even stated that some of those outcomes are less than just organic.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we'll give the brother the benefit of the doubt.
there we go. Good looking. Salute.
We'll give the brother the benefit.
There you go.
Do you have official paperwork on Wack 100?
I have the Main Street case where they was dealing with Suge Knight. I mean, with Shaquille O'Neal, and there was alleged kidnappings and things of that nature involved. And Cash Jones' name is all throughout the paperwork,
Okay.
all throughout. I also have become in possession of a RICO case that names Cash Jones, um, Ray J, and his mother as defendants or suspects, whatever you want to call it. They're saying it's civil, but there is a lot of conversation surrounding that situation that Wack is throwing Ray J and his mother under the bus as well, which might be less criminal and gang of orientation.
I hear you. I hear exactly.
Yeah, but in that Main Street shit, yeah, his name is all through it. We got over like 1,500 pages of paperwork. I've only scanned through maybe 30, and I saw Cash Jones' name in there about 20, 25 times.
Wow. Wow. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus.
Yes.
We gonna get to the paperwork because we gonna
Yeah.
get about it and stuff, but we gonna wait until the president until y'all ready to drop the
No,
bomb.
but see, what? Shout out to Deuce Sims, Yael, the whole Damu Keyway Conversations Coalition, because one of our main guys at the Damu Keyway Conversation, Deuce Sims from Grams, he put together a very thorough presentation, showing, oh, damn, my bad, showing his involvement. I'm trying to keep this charger plugged in because I see that the thing went on. But he got it on World Star. It was broke down to 11 minutes. It was very, very clear as to Wacko No Hunted's participation in this mainstream shit. He had got him on the phone trying to clear his name, but really admitting to being more involved as he's been stating all through these.
It's all good, y'all. He gonna be right back. Y'all know how we do. I'll tap right back in. You know what I'm saying? Phone tapped out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna tap back in. We gonna get it. Man, I got my questions ready, y'all, man. We ready. We ready. We're Riders Only Radio, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get y'all the motherfucking scoop. We gonna get the scoop on this. We gonna politic with the motherfucking Locs, Spider Loc, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. Hold on. I don't think he realized that it went out. So hold on, let me see. He probably still talking. Let me see. Let me get tapped in with him real quick, y'all. Let me do some votes.
I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. Now niggas only know about this whole game. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember crocodile blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. I remember. On the turf, Lil Box and Lil Murk. Not a gang of birds, but the third served the Lil Work. Sticky shit, every time he lit his big. Politicking with his clique, trying to hit the biggest lick. Problem with the hood, we gon' have to see to that. It was Baby Jinx, Tiny D, me and Black. To be from EC, can't explain how it felt to me. Lil BT nicknamed himself Looney. With big wine on the 5, getting hella faded. Heard that nigga ain't survived, so we celebrated. On a mission with the homies or by my lonely. Niggas know me, always got the pistol on me. Shot his way on the set, they ain't quote him on. Never lied, every lyric you can quote him on. Diamond shining, rhyming with my rollie on. Money long, kinda like a Coleon.
I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember stripping blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. Now niggas only know about this whole game. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember stripping blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. I remember.
My mama, some shit you just can't forget. Like some of the young niggas used to claim to sit. Same time, some of the homies used to bang young. To this day, me and Herb trade the same guns. East side, niggas know about that 7 gang. Central to San Pedro, sold up on everything. You ain't heard, 93rd to the sin. Ain't nothing new, neighborhood, this what it been. All the Sherm homies hitting in the hood. Fuck the function off soon to get to getting good. A party ain't a party without a little drama. In the parking lot, hollering at Lil Mama. Say my name next to Johnny Ray, Baby Dre. Soul 1 and 2, Big Snake from 88. For death though, I died for I surrender. Shit was evil on the east side, I remember.
When the nigga first got turned out. I remember stripping blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. Now niggas only know about this whole game. I remember when the nigga first got turned out. I remember stripping blood in the blood out. I remember coming up in the stove game. I remember.
Try this again, man. My bad. I don't know what that was.
Nah, man, it just probably lost your signal. That's all.
Yeah, so like I say, we had got the documentary up.
Oh, get him back in here. What is they doing? Come on. Don't trip, y'all. Don't even trip. We're going to get the crib back in here. You know what I'm saying? Play some more of his music until we get back.
It's my loc right there. Day uno. That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends. Day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Game bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno.
Niggas know it since day uno. For rare recitors, and I'ma say puto. And I mean that with all due disrespect.
Nothing, bro.
If you diss the set, this man though I go half on the set.
Come on, why they doing this to me? That shit crazy, nigga. Shit, that shit crazy.
Back with him, double back on foot with the Mac with him. Cognac, that's what my joint drank, period. I done seen him do it point blank. Neighborhood for death though, EC on mine. Every time, still get my nigga 3 up high. When it's cracking, he usually a trip before me. In 03 introduced me to Nip. Got a lot of politics between the two turfs. I choose to keep it mafia like Blue Smurf. Half the time, I don't even like her. But I ain't never met a nigga like
That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends. Day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Game bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno. So when it come to dying, it ain't nothing. killing ain't shit either. Enemies know we stay hunting. We know it's wrong, but we love it. Where you wanna take it? We in the streets. We don't mind a little confrontation. Whole lot of gunplay with me and my low. I'm talking pistol with the scopes when we out on patrol. Hunting for domes. My low was a fool when he get it in. Pull up on him like cut, let's slide and getting in. Lil Mac down, my bro. Ain't gotta prove a point. It's facts over feelings in my SPI voice. M's be the logo. That's my day uno. We ain't friends. It's only me and cuz in this Benz. Like identical twins, we on that same shit. They unos. Them be the niggas that I bang with. A lot of politics between both gangs. It is what it is. The homies little gang. That's my day uno. Only me and him in this.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know why this. I got another phone I can try on before I do the computer. I don't know why the computer ain't. It's where I do all my lives off of. I don't have to do nothing special to the camera and pick up normal.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about the program I'm using. Is man, it's doing this extra ass shit. Say imaging edge webcam, but it's Lord Jesus. I'm sorry, brother.
Can you hear me? Let me take
Yeah, I
these
can
out
hear you.
now.
I can hear you good.
All right.
We just get it up. We just go audio.
All right.
'Cause we know who it is. It's SPI. Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay.
But I can't hear you as well. But like I was saying, we had got that video making it real clear up on World Star. It got a couple million views in less than 48 hours, and he made it his business to get that video taken down.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So it got ceased and desist.
Well, to be honest with you, my comrade Deuce M's is very familiar with this process. He's had content taken down, ceases and desist, and he said it did not go through the typical process. He usually can like run a check and figure out what exactly was wrong with his content, who is actually complaining about it, and what he could do to rectify it. And none of that information was available to him, almost as if his rights as an American content creator was violated, as if somebody has friends in very high places on a legal level.
Okay. Wow. That's deep. That's deep. Now, how did you hook up with Loose Cannon's baby mama?
Um, let's see, what was my first initial interaction with Gigi? Shout out to Gigi and Nikki. Oh my mama. Well, without being able to pinpoint the exact moment of our introduction, the time frame was Loose Coochie Lips Cannon, went on No Jumper and said the most outlandish things about Nipsey Hussle, Big U, Shawnee O'Neal, and all that.
Yeah,
When I saw this, to be honest, I remembered over 15 years ago, maybe, when he was telling these type of lies about me online. So once I saw him pop up going viral for lying on people, I did a reaction to it and also explained and showed what he said about me. And because of that, somehow through our connections, I don't know if it was initially through Alex Alonso or someone else we both knew, but through me trolling her husband and her being involved in trying to clear up some things that he said untrue about her and their child, we made acquaintance. I think it was somewhere around Alex Alonso's phone that how we got acquainted initially. And then when she made her way to California to do the interview, we spent a little time getting acquainted, talking, and we've kept in touch quite closely ever since.
okay. That's cool. That's cool. 'Cause I have a couple questions that the homies have sent in and shit, and that was one.
Yeah, that's how I met her. And when I was in the car with her, what actually was taking place was I was being useful in helping her get to the airport. And as we was going across Slauson, I just looked up and noticed we going across Slauson. So I just turned my phone on and did a little trolling. We was not going through the 60s looking for him or trying to taunt him. We know we was on the borderline outskirts. We wasn't really deep in the 60s. We were just going across the back end, and I was just having a little fun with it.
Okay, and how do you feel about Loose Cannon?
I don't have any feelings toward him, but the fact is he a nobody, nothing, buster, fraud, who put my name in his mouth negatively, dishonestly, long time ago. Ain't no payback on disrespect. Fuck her.
Okay, that's real. That's real easy. It's straight to
Yeah.
the.
And he paid me. After he said that bullshit about me lying, saying trying to smut me out, he wanted to make amends 10, 12 years later, and he paid me in the process to make me even accept a conversation with him. A couple of bands and a couple of pounds on my mama.
Right. When let me ask you, what's your relationship with Suge right now?
Man, we don't really have one, so I would just say it's like it always has been for the most part. It's cool. Suge is always somebody I appreciated throughout my career and my journey in the industry. I've only had one thing that Suge did after I was on G Unit that I didn't like, but it never caught and turned into nothing. So I guess it's something definitely I don't hold on to. But I remember at one point, Suge was on the internet burning a G Unit T-shirt, and,
Okay.
and that was like toward my end of my stint with G Unit. So I remember dissing Suge on a song called I'm a Crip featuring me and J Love. I
Right.
spoke on it and it never materialized into anything. So that's very small and simple. So minus that, Suge always been somebody that I could appreciate. He helped me figure my way through this little industry at a certain time.
Okay. I noticed you did a couple songs with High Rod.
Yeah, shout out Hot Rod from AZ.
Yeah. What was it like working with High Rod?
Well, I was in a position where people were waiting on their turn to go next, and being humble and patient was a part of it. And so when Hot Rod came around, that was a test to me because he got action at doing things that we were all waiting to do before me, even though I was there before. But me and his personal relationship, it wasn't difficult to handle because as men, we never crossed each other or made one another feel like there was anything other than camaraderie because we was part of something bigger. So, Hot Rod was slightly different or a lot different than us. He wasn't really our type of guy. And but he was cool. He was a cool individual as far he never tried to get outside his character, be more than what we knew him to be, even though he was on G Unit. He might look tough in some of them pictures, but when the camera went off, Hot Rod wasn't trying to portray to be no tough dude.
Right. No, he never came out like he didn't come out like that out here. Like he wasn't no
Right.
guy. He was a cocky guy. I think he was kind of like a he was like a kind of like a cocky, flashy guy. He had confidence, but
At that time or before that.
just period. He was always a confident person. You know?
Well, and to try to take on what he tried to do, confidence is like the main ingredient. You got to have confidence.
Yeah, he was always confident. He was always really he believed in himself. He was cocky.
You keep going back and forth between confident and cocky.
Hey, cocky and confidence is almost the same energy,
You're
but
right, definitely.
it's just too much confidence can lead to cockiness.
There you go. Yep, unchecked confidence turns cocky. You're right.
Right. It's just sometimes niggas get too much of themselves.
It's easy. It's easy. I'm gonna give him when you. I ain't gonna lie. Getting up under 50 Cent at that time, boy, it adds to your confidence and your cockiness. So I can at least give him. I don't know about how he was before that, but once you land yourself in that spot after telling people you're gonna do something similar, oh yeah, it can go to your head.
Nah, he was like that before that. He was always
Okay,
hey,
okay.
he was always like that.
Shout out High Rock. Shout out CNQ too. CNQ was somebody who blessed me when I came through there back at that time, who had a little movement going, who kept it solid. You remember CNQ?
Yeah, St. Q's. Yeah, man. St. Q was the guy, my homie from Man Up Squad. That's my guy.
Okay. Yeah, that was Man Up. Yep, that ring the bell. Man Up. That was they squad on my mama.
Yeah, with Willie Northpole.
Shout out Willie North Pole too. Just recently spoke back to Willie North Pole after a while, man. And me and Willie was peers when we was doing our thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
He say he getting it back, cracking up.
Hell yeah. You said you was
I'm gonna have, matter of fact, Willie just sent me a record to jump on. I had to pass because he talking about we the OGs with the all white beards. I say, man, my beard ain't went all white yet, man. Don't throw me on that one. The song was hard, but he gave us all white beards on the hook. I couldn't do it. Nah, not yet. I ain't Santa Claus yet. I'm a grandfather, but I ain't Santa Claus.
Man, it's a blessing to be a grandfather, right?
It is. It is. Just the word begins with grand. The grand version is the better version of anything that we do, bro. So yeah.
Hell yeah. I see you got two boys they're in football.
Three. I got three sons in football. One of them is a senior. My junior, he graduates this year. Shout out to him, Curtis Jr. And then Kermon and Curvell, they finishing up their sophomore year. They'll be juniors next year.
Hell yeah. That's dope. That's dope, man. Just being able to do good for your bring your kids in the up in the right upbringing and shit. You know what I'm saying, and lead them the right way. You know what I'm
I'm
saying.
blessed. I'm blessed. I'm fortunate, bro. I've been responsible for raising basically 10 children, um, if not 11. All my children's mothers had a child when we met. So their first child is my child as well. So this is my 6 plus 4. Yeah. And out of the whole group, I got one that's affiliated, but he still went to college. He a red rag. He a Damu, but he ain't no ignorant dummy out here. He real sharp. But outside of that, I've got a correctional officer, a CO,
Okay.
and
Okay.
my daughters. I got a one entrepreneur. She has her own little business where she does hair, and the rest they sprinkled out just doing positive things. And I just feel fortunate because I didn't maximize all my potential and my opportunity when I was their age. I've done a lot of things to set a bad example, which we all aware of. And I thought I was going to fall far more victim to that within my parenting, but the creator in the universe has been very merciful to me, man. I appreciate that.
Man, it's a blessing, man.
It
It's a blessing
is
to even to live this long and stuff. But coming up the life that we come and shit, we see people come and go all the time and shit.
all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in prison or whether they get took off the earth, you know what I'm saying? Man, it be hard and shit, especially when you love people, people that you see that you grew up with start falling and shit. You know,
Right, right. I got my best friend from Gray Street. He rest in peace. He lost his life about a week ago. We're going to bury him on the 9th of this month. And everybody in our sections, they kind of know how our relationship is the opposite of what our hoods has been going through for the last 10, 15 years. And our relationship is not the only one like that, but it's probably one of the most popular ones. And it's because I'm involved with, I was at the candlelight with his homies and we preparing to go to the funeral with all his homies. It has struck up the conversation with my G homies and some more of his G homies where we trying to really get it to the table and hopefully put an official cease to that bullshit.
man, that'll be a blessing for the
It'll be a
brother.
blessing.
Man, if
I
we
don't want to get ahead of it, but I'm just announcing to in general that that's something that a lot of people that are involved and that really matter are discussing right now. That's what we looking to bring that about.
that'll be a blessing for the community and the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? We got to
Right.
show brotherhood and do what Nipsey was able to do. I mean, it was a blessing that you were able to do some tracks with Nipsey. I see you did what at least about two
Man,
tracks,
this
right?
the thing. We did three, and this is the dude. This dude that I'm speaking of introduced me to Nipsey back in '01. He introduced me to Ermias. He didn't introduce me to Nipsey. So thanks to my best friend Puto, Rare S, Tarzan, Randy from Gray Street, I was able to have an acquaintance with Nipsey that go way back. That's why I got that Smoke One with Us video
Okay.
before Nipsey was really Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? So I got a song that Nipsey gave me right before he passed called "Count on You." And the song I say the most beautiful gift Puto ever gave me because Puto blessed me with the Nipsey relationship. So now it's Puto and Nipsey gone. I love both of y'all. See y'all at the crossroads. Me and Puto went to Nipsey funeral, just me and him together, solo bolo. Up in that thing. We smoked the Staple Centers out. A lady came and told us to put that shit out. I put it. I didn't put it out. I put it down. She walked away. We kept burning. It was some kids, and I ain't gonna lie. I apologize to your kids, to the parents. There was some kids in front of us, kept turning around choking. We smoked that thing out for you, Nipsey, in the Staple Center. I didn't smell nobody else smoking. We smoked all while Farrakhan was talking and all that.
What was it like working with Nipsey in the studio?
Man, the first time it was like I saw something in him. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see the Nipsey that died way back then. But I saw something in him that I admired. So the first time, just imagine, I was signed to G Unit, and it was him being excited more or less to be in the studio working with me. I was able to go through my catalog, my computer, my hard drive, play songs. He listened and he picked two to rap on. We did them that night, and we did the video. And I got a lot of little footage of him shouting me out and just the excitement he had that night. Flash to the last record I did with him in 2018, 19. I was the one excited to work with him, and the energy was flipped. Like,
Right,
and I
right.
just appreciate that, man. I tell people often, although I was his senior by a decade, at his latest times of his life, I felt like he was the big homie. And I didn't understand why. I used to go around him and feel comfortable basically being a little homie low key when I get around him and not knowing why. I didn't feel I had no shame in it.
Just allowing him to just run his show. That's all.
Yes, and his show was something to see. The way he talked, the way he spoke, the way he
Yeah,
carried himself, the way he seemed to manage his emotions, even when he was upset, the way he stayed even keel, even tone, his determination, the way every time you asked him for any type of advice, he would refer you to a book to purchase. I thought he was bullshitting me with that. Then I realized I hear other people like Russell Westbrook and other people get their testimony. He was talking to them the same way. T.I., he was suggesting books. And out of all the books that he suggested I purchase, I only got one of them, and it was the 22 Immutable Laws of Branding. And it's been very important to me. I've learned a lot, and it kind of teaches you why he settled on the marathon, because doing good business and good branding are two totally different things. And a lot of times when you have peers or people that you admire for doing good business, they'll see you building a good brand and think you're doing a lot of the wrong things. And you have to know the difference in what you're doing, because if you respect this businessman for years and he sees you building a brand, he starts trying to advise you to make certain moves, your respect for him might get you to try to follow that lead. But it's a difference between building a brand and a business. And I learned that directly from Nipsey. Um, Referring me to that book.
it was a very intelligent brother.
Psh,
Very intelligent brother, man.
extremely.
Music, and I've been following Nipsey since at least 2010.
Yeah, yep. That was when the ride really caught on, and he really took us on the ride, man. His music really documented the ups and downs of his journey, and then when he got to that victory lap, I think it's so spiritual. The fact that he even decided to name it a victory lap, when we all know the victory lap is at the end of the ceremony. It's the last thing you do after the whole race is over. And if he's been marketing a marathon all these years, and now you're doing a victory lap, the fact that he passed during his preparation or right before his release, it's like he was kind of telling us something, man.
Right, right, right. Do you think politics killed Nipsey, or just pure hate?
Politics mixed with hate, definitely, definitely. I don't believe Nipsey would have uh, lost his life that day had he not brought up that little political conversation. Now, I think that conversation goes on in every hood every day without that type of result, but there goes the hate. So that's why I say both.
Do you think the Crips have selective politics dealing with this too?
I don't just think Crips have selective politicking. I think within gangbang across the board, politicking is selective. You know, if we really look back and think about what we signed up for, we didn't sign up for an organization with bylaws and structure and like the military. We signed up to be a part of something that was already dictated by who had the biggest family in the section, had the most influence, who had the most muscles, the most money, who was the coolest. So when you get on this back end of it and you look back, you start realizing, damn, a lot of this shit wasn't even and fair in the first place. A lot of people had more influence just because who their brother was or because who their uncle was. So I think the politics often become selective based on a lot of different reasons. A lot of niggas ain't gonna politic on the nigga that can knock everybody else out, knock everybody out like they gonna politic on a nigga everybody could whoop. You feel me?
Leave that nigga the fuck alone.
Leave him alone on my mama. It's like when three niggas trying to rush a big nigga and don't nobody want to be the first nigga to run up.
Hey, there's a nigga like that from every hood.
You know it. That's why I laugh at a lot of these niggas when they act like everything's so pure and cut and dry down the middle. I know better, bro.
Yeah, because yeah, we all know got some real rebels in this revolution.
Exactly. We know it's a comedy movie, but the Debo type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real rebels in this revolution,
Yes,
man.
sir.
They
And
don't
politics get dirtier and dirtier the higher you go up in the ranks. So that's even in our culture.
they don't give a fuck if it comes down to it.
Yeah.
And a lot, the realest ones, they wear that shit on their sleeves. Like they ain't gonna let shit slide. Like my brother was one of my brother. He on my beanie right now and shit. Uh, Rest in peace to my bro under. You know what I'm saying? OG underestimated. You know,
Okay.
my brother, he was one of the niggas that's not gonna let nothing slide. He's
Mm.
he one of the niggas that if you out here talking tough, then he want to test that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
See what
Right.
you talking about.
Right. I can relate. I can relate, man. You know, we know niggas that push that line, and so often
Yeah,
that line we admire it, but that can lead to their demise. Cause my father taught me this too. Worst thing you can do is have a man scared of you. So go
right.
ahead. Yeah, that's another thing. You got to see all these little nuggets and lessons and jewels that we know that we got to try to put together to find a balance because nobody wants you to. You ain't supposed to be scary and marked out, but you ain't supposed to be running around looking for problems either.
No, you're not supposed to be looking for problems.
Yeah.
You have people that I don't know. They aggressive. I'm trying to figure out which way to politically say
Go
this
ahead.
shit.
I got patience. I'm waiting on you. You'll get it. I feel you though. Is that some people it's they motherfucking seem like it's their objective. Okay, my best example is the Mayhem commercial, the insurance commercial. The white boy, it's always a disaster with him. Something gonna go wrong with Mr. Mayhem. Yeah, yeah.
You straight up crash
But
dummies.
just think about we come from a culture niggas that get dressed, fly with the mind frame of I wish a nigga would trip when we get up in here.
Right, nigga, creased up, armor.
Creased up every shit. You looking for the baddies and all that, but you still in your mind is looking for a high probability of getting cracking, and it's kind of exciting to you. That's what we got. We come from a fucked up culture, bro.
That shit is crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's intoxicating.
Some toxic ass shit.
Yeah.
Is there any new upcoming acts in Cali that you would like to sign now soon?
Well, I can't focus on signing anybody at this time because my roster is somewhat full. I somewhat bit off more than I could chew to start, and I refuse to underserve my artists. So my premier artist this time is named Blue Smurf. He's out of North Long Beach, Mac Mafia. And alongside him, I got Nate Nitty. He's from the East Coast. And we got Noonie Green. She's a Long Beach native with a like a down south twist. She got the grill, she got the dreads, and she's not no gangbang rapper, but she's still on some gangster shit though.
Okay, hell
And
yeah.
shout out to all three of them. That's the Baymac roster currently, and I just really would like to see them get better look than they had before they got with me. I ain't looking to control nobody's career. I don't want this to be the end of their career. I just want to help them get it to a better status in their shit.
I heard that, man. That's a blessing to me to be able to have your influence in anybody's career.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? You been in the game and you had a good you had a pretty successful career to say. You know, 27
Thank you.
tapes, 6 albums, 5 TV shows, featured in 3 films. I
Yeah,
mean,
thank you.
Milo can't hurt.
Right. No, I'm not hurting. And when we look at the overall career, without it being comparable to some of the greats, and you say, "Oh, it's a failure," but I look at it like this: it didn't cost me a dime. Everything that I experienced was done based on my ability to express myself and my desire for that to be established out here. And when I encounter certain people, they offer me situations from uh when I first met Dub C, it was based on him having the new Def Jam situation. He was looking for acts. When I met the opportunity to work with Cam, it was because my homie introduced me to Wino, and I mean Cam from the West Coast, Cam with a K. When I got the opportunity to work with Suge, it's because someone introduced me to him. I rapped a cappella. He invited me to work with him. I made some money there. SIBO, same way. I made some money there. Then when I went to G Unit, I rapped for 50, and all I did was make some money, have some experiences, and travel quite a bit. I took no L. It was all a plus, and I appreciate the whole thing.
Hell yeah. Do you and 50 still talk?
Hey, look, every time you like don't talk in the mic, I can't hear you.
I said, do you and 50 still talk?
No, we don't talk, man. He had become pretty tight with my little partner Puto, that rest in peace too. So as the family was going through that, I sent word to him to let him know what they was going through, just in case he had it in him, to bless the family. And I don't believe that he's reached out to them, but prior to that, I haven't heard from 50 in years. It really sums up the nature of how our relationship ceased to be, because now when he does mention me, he mentions me as if I didn't have a record, so therefore our business relationship ceased. However, he never let me know that we were ceased. We had stopped being business partners. It was
Wow.
just a fade away after a fade away after a long time, but then everybody else stopped answering it. And I never had a definitive moment where he told me, "Hey, it didn't work out, man. It was a good thing." That
Wow.
never happened.
He
I
never
can't
told you
speak
why.
for him. I can't speak for him. All I can do is speculate as to all the other reasons that I think played a part in him losing interest. I think it has very little to nothing to do with me not having a record, because that's not even true. If we just want to mention Blutiful for one, and the things that he told me about that particular record and his plans for it that he didn't follow up with. However, I had a lot of other things going on in my life. Some of my homies slash brothers was catching cases. Um, G Unit was coming up in a lot of the paperwork. Just think some of the people was catching cases on fire, they still not home.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, I can't guarantee that he was never questioned in none of these scenarios.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think it has a lot more to do with some of those things other than what he actually speaks on.
Wow. What happened? We heard you got the G Unit spinner chain back for Young Buck.
Right.
Let's talk about that situation and shit.
Well, what took place was I met Young Buck just days after that trainer became missing. And, you know, when he was explaining what happened and all that, I just started making phone calls to anybody that I knew that was affiliated with any of the names that he said. He was talking about the Made Men, and I knew that my homie J.O. Felony had did some work with the Made Men. So I didn't think at that time J.O. could do anything, but just to make an impression on Buck, I called J.O. and I was like getting at the homie about that chain, asking him to see if he could tap in, see what he could find out. He mentioned Game. I called Game. He mentioned Suge, or the guy he mentioned somebody that knew Suge. I called Suge. So any name that came up that I had some connection with, I was getting on the phone right in front of Buck to show him that I got rapport with these people, and I'm finna try to politic to try to get this chain back. Throughout the process of that, I spoke to someone in Chicago who, when I got on the phone with them, they said, "If you from LA, if you want to know what kind of status I'm on, when I get to LA, I touch down with niggas like Suge Knight." So I took the opportunity to like tell that individual to ask Suge Knight about me. And
Right, right,
later on that day, we got a phone call saying the chain was gonna come back, and you could thank that Spider Loc nigga. And so the actual process of the chain coming back is so much controversy now. You got the Flores twins, and somebody convinced 50 that the streets was dried up a product until the chain came back. That's not actually true. The Flores twins, I have learned in the long run, were physically involved in getting the chain back, but it had nothing to do with drying the streets up with product. That's all extra bullshit. They actually purchased the chain for some people in order to try to develop a rapport with 50, which obviously worked because they still cool to this day.
okay. Now, you said Young Buck is basically a hood hopper.
Buck Jenner, well, when I met him, he was low key Hoover affiliated, claiming Hoover. Then when he met me, he jumped on the 9/7 East Coast wave, and I was trying to help him facilitate an honorary membership to the hood because he was doing so much for me. I actually took him to the set before. He expressed the interest to go back more and get more acquainted. The homies wasn't hating on it. We was all caught up in the moment of it, the feeling of it. And then when he ceased to be my partner and looked up, he jumped on Big U nuts and started claiming rolling 60. So did you call him a hood hopper? I didn't quite use that term, but those are the facts. So I guess we can agree he is a hood hopper.
That's that. Technically, if you claim something and then you claim something else, that's hood hopper.
Yeah.
That
And
for
he
sure.
never really officially got down with none of them. So he's the worst kind of hood hopper.
Hey, the facts is what it is.
Yeah, facts are with feelings. That's part of my movement.
Man, facts over feelings. Like,
Sir, keep it a
we
good.
sick of these niggas. Push that purple button real quick.
Ain't nothing like these rap
Sick
niggas.
of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. We
My
just
mama, mama.
oh shit, Lord shit. The internet negative picture of Big U.
Right.
What can you tell us about Big U in a positive light?
Man, I've had three boys that went through his football program, and I can say that at the time, the situation I was in, I witnessed Big U provide youth sports to hundreds of children who can't afford them, equipment, everything. I've seen him take quite a few children from the ghetto to the league, and even more that didn't quite make it to the league, but made it to the collegiate level. And because of that experience, they're now career men instead of street thugs.
Wow.
And nobody's trying to make Big U out to be an angel. None of us. We wouldn't respect him if he was an angel. We all come from some bullshit.
Yeah,
But I can acknowledge and appreciate the fact that he's doing whatever he can to try to, throw off that negative impact he's had on the community. And while he's in his transition from coming from what he is to becoming the great man that he's becoming, I
yes.
just I feel honored to be affiliated with him, man.
That's dope, man. Because man, when you're young, you make a lot of dumb decisions and shit. You make some bad decisions and shit, and when you get older and stuff, sometimes you realize when you get older, you don't repeat those same decisions.
Right.
Right? You most
And you
simply
don't want no, we don't want to see nobody else repeat him either, younger than you.
yeah, we definitely don't want to see nobody else repeat them. So it's a blessing that he's able to even speak out to that many, reach out to that many kids, and
Yes.
have that influence on those kids to do good. You know what I'm saying?
And I would also like to say on behalf of neighborhood Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. We know that their relationship was challenged, ups and downs. They've been through it. It was real funk between him and Big U. But I can say on Big U, on his, just so people would know, through my personal intimate conversations with Nipsey at the time of his passing, they were really working on mending their relationship. It wasn't perfect. It hadn't got all of it right, but they were restoring it. Nipsey did take him on to New York on a trip, and they was talking heart to heart about, rekindling. And Nipsey was finna go on this campaign. He invited Big U to be a part of it.
Man, that's how it be with sometimes with the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Sometimes you know what I'm saying. We butt heads and shit, but you know what I'm saying. I don't mean that ain't my nigga.
My
Shit.
brother, my brother is Big Spider. This is my blood brother. This is my father's son. And the street element of life then caused us to bump heads and feel like we wasn't brothers at a certain time, and we had to come full circle to realize, man, don't ain't none of this shit matter. So yeah, it can't happen.
I know it can happen. It can happen it don't even matter whether you're a gang or not. It happen in any family.
Right. Wait a minute, Cain and Abel. I don't know if you're familiar with the Bible, but
Yeah,
the first set of recorded brother we heard about it was the first homicide.
yeah, that happen in any family. Yeah, sometimes family we bump heads and shit. Sometimes we
Yeah.
agree all the time and shit, and sometimes we clash. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that we gonna clash to a point we can't come back together.
Right. And that's when it gets horrible, man. When you get to a point what Jay Z say, nobody wins when the family feud, man.
Yeah, because it hurt everybody. It hurt the whole family to see you know
Right.
people in the family. Like we family, nigga. Come on, like, what y'all doing?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying? So nobody wants to see that.
of course.
But yeah, all right. That's my guy, my guy Nico in the house and shit, man.
Shout out to the homie.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you know the nigga C Heck?
Who?
C Heck.
See it?
C Heck.
See heck?
C Heck. Be rapping?
No, I don't know him.
Dago 40s? Nah.
No, I don't know him yet.
Uh,
But I'm always looking for dope ass talent. I'm always looking at they help. You know what I'm saying? Exploit more talent and stuff. So
but I got you. Nah, I don't hear you unless when you talk down. Yeah.
yeah, whenever I'm always open to exploit new
Oh
talents.
no, yeah. Check out C Heck. He doing a little time right now. I was gonna ask you if you knew an update, but I got a record with Spider Loc featuring C Heck and K9 the Boss. We got two songs. The one of them is called Active. And that's the first one we did together. We got a video and all that. Active, Spider Loc, K9 the Boss featuring C Heck.
Hell yeah, I got to check into that.
Yep.
The ball.
Yep.
Now, man, I'm going. I'm about to go all the way back. What's your relate? I know I said 2001. You did a song that features Yug Mouth called "They Like That" by Cam.
Yep.
So what led to the beef with Yug Mouth in 2005?
That's the first record I ever did that was ever in the stores or out for purchase. Getting on that record with Yuck Mouth, and then I was down with my homie Wino for one. I know his little label was called Hard Time Records at the time, and by the time I bumped into Yuck Mouth and we had our altercation, I was signed to G Unit, and whatever it was that led up to the tension in the club that night, the line of questioning that kicked off the actual physical part of the situation was, I chose to ask him why you be dissing G Unit. And
Right.
his response was, I ride with them like you ride. I ride with Jay Prince like you ride with old boy. Speaking of 50, and before he could really get the old boy out, I fired on him. So it was just that was the issue was that small, bro. It was that small. It blew up, whatever, whatever. But now me and Yuck Mouth, shout out to Papa LQ and the whole little the team over there that smoke a lot. That's
Yes,
my nigga. I've been fucking with Yuck Mouth for years since then.
the Thug
We,
Lord.
yeah, Thug Lord, my homie TY from Harlem. At one point back in the day, put me on the spot. He got me in the car with him, drove me to an alley, and left me there. And Yuck Mouth was in the alley. He like, y'all gonna figure it out.
What for
Yeah,
real?
yeah. It's not too many niggas could pull that off on me. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
he didn't give
Kidnapped.
me. Yep, he didn't give me no heads up. He didn't tell me what was going on. But he had a relationship with Yuck and myself to where he didn't. He loved us both, and he couldn't have that. So
Right, right. Got to keep the brotherhood together.
yeah,
I
he
got.
left us back there, and we talked it out. Me and Yuck ain't never skipped a beat. I hate that it comes up so often because I don't want to rehash that like I'm trying to like talk about an old shit to shit on cuz. But
No,
that's why I
you
just I know it's part of my history though.
you clarified that well, man.
Yeah,
You guys' relationship is well and good, and that's good for the brotherhood and stuff because I love Yuck Mouth music. I was a fan of
of
him. I love
course.
his music. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see the Lows and Yuck Mouth together. I don't even think Yuck really banged that.
Nah, he don't, but he ain't. One thing about Yuck, Yuck got very little fear. Uh, he ain't no buster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Yuck
hear
ain't
about Yuck catching the
bust.
short end of the stick a lot, but that's because he come and put everything on the line. And it might not be physically qualified to hold it down, but he not
He not
hiding from that.
scared. Yeah, he ain't scared of
He
nothing.
ain't scary. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Salute to Yuck Mouth.
Hey, you can't win them all, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Shit, you get your fair share.
I heard the homie Baby Runner say he don't trust nobody that win them all. Because if you winning them all, you picking your fights too selective.
Yeah,
He said you let some shit slide somewhere.
somewhere.
Yeah. When you stand
So-
on principle, principle is the only thing that's gonna win every time, bro. Shit, some niggas that don't go along with your principles can whoop your ass. So when you stick to principle, yeah, you gonna take some L's. Period.
Yeah, because man, you eventually gotta look yourself in the mirror and shit if you don't stand on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to look yourself in the mirror, man. That's important to me. Shit.
Right. Yeah. But you know what I realized? It's not important to all. Some people can look in the mirror and see somebody that they know they don't live as and be totally comfortable with that.
Comfortable with that guy.
Yep.
The image in the mirror, not the guy in the mirror.
Like Wacko No Honey. You know when he look at himself in the mirror, he knows he's someone different that he tells the world. I know that for a fact.
Some in the from the outside looking in, it would appear to people like Wack is the voice of the West Coast. Is that completely out of line, or is
Oh
that
yeah, that's 100,000 chameleon gazillion percent out of line. Wack does not even speak for a small portion of the West Coast. What happened was Wack allowed himself with a lot of the people that do speak for the West Coast, and then marketed himself as a spokesperson. But he doesn't even have the relationship with the majority of those who do have voices that matter. And a lot of them don't even like to be put on blast, so I ain't gonna go on no roll call. But Damu Kiwe, we all know one another, and we all realize how he established himself as a parent, voice of this West Coast shit. No, he don't even fit in out here, my nigga. Without his industry, without matter of fact, without Adam 22 as his buddy Wuddy, as they say over there,
Right,
his influence would really shrink. He got Clubhouse and he got No Jumper. The real niggas out here don't fuck with cuz.
okay. I be hearing that a lot, but then I don't heard from some people that Wack got really got some juice too.
I mean, I don't know what that would mean to you. What happens is Juice is being able to convince motherfuckers with nothing that you could provide an opportunity for them. If you call that juice, then that's juice. But what's happening, if you notice, the opportunities are not as readily available as the people that are seeking them. But I don't understand how you would translate juice any other way.
Right, right.
'Cause first of all, he's not even from Los Angeles. You have to get that clarified.
Because some people that I met out here, they say they was from out there. They said that he could make things move.
Money can make things move, or the motherfucker, especially when you come in for an environment where people have nothing and you have a little something. So, okay, people say he can make things move. All right, give me an example of one thing he has made move.
I don't know. That's what they say.
Yeah, you can't
He
go
got
by what they say. Only
what
because
he got.
first of all, you got to identify who they is.
He got the game. What he got
Who?
the game out there. The game.
The
The game.
rapper?
The rapper. What he got blue face.
You mean
Come on, man. Tatiana.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with Tatiana. But Blueface told on Tester from San Gabriel Valley Threat Says. And Wack know it.
He told on somebody.
Yeah, he told on him. They
Wow.
robbed him for that blue chain, that first chain he had when he got popping. They robbed him for it allegedly. And I believe there was some alleged exchange of gunfire. And Blueface was apprehended shortly after the event that evening. And in order to try to explain why there was an alleged exchange of gunfire, he gave up the whole get down, the government name and everything of the motherfucker he claimed that robbed him. He's a Hispanic named Tester from San Gabriel Valley Treses.
Yo.
It hit different. Do your homework on Tester. Yeah,
Wow.
Blueface told on him. He
Blueface
not only
told
told on him, prior to that, they were high school rivals on the football field. I think they were competing for the quarterback position.
listen.
Then I believe they were competing for the love of one Jaden Alexis. I know they were competing for a romantic interest. And now that Jaden is a personality in the public, I just assume that it was her when they tell their backstory, how long they've been together. But however, Tester and Blueface used to compete for the starting football position. Blueface won. Blueface got the girl. Shortly after high school, Blueface got the career, the girl, the clout, all that. He bumps into Tester out by Magic Mountain at a gas station, and the alleged events pursued that night where I know the SA homies ended up with the chain. I know that much. Yeah. And Blueface told dead homies. I used to support Blueface no matter his relationship with Wack until I realized he told on the SA.
Right. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know what they got the paperwork out there.
Well, the the alleged robber has been on the run ever since, trying to outweigh the statute of
Oh
limitations.
wow,
This case has not been adjudicated. It hasn't gone to trial. So
wow.
it's only there will only be the initial
Oh,
police report, which is not public information. You would have to wait. You either have to get it from somebody involved in the case or a lawyer, which is not going to relinquish that to the general public. You have to wait.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's currently pending.
yeah.
Wow.
But know this: it's been reported that not only is Blueface a witness on the paperwork, but Cash and Kim Jones, his wife, allegedly both made statements that incriminated the alleged robber
Wow.
in corroboration in unison with Blueface's statement.
Wow. 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 Lord Jesus.
The
This is
name is Tester, like Chester, Tester with a T.
with the T.
Tester from San Gabriel Valley Treses.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Sereno.
Man, I'm supposed to look that up.
Yeah, look that up.
I'm looking that up.
I've been speaking on it for a long time, and it was going in like nobody was tapping in. But not too long ago, Swifty Blue, one of the essays on the internet mentioned it long after I brought it up. So it's circling around. But the individual who's on the run, he's not involved in none of this internet shit. He ain't trying to bring no light to it. He trying to survive. He trying to make it out.
Right, right. He living real life right now. He on the
Yeah,
edge. He on the motherfucking edge right now.
right.
Yeah, yeah, they probably say he armed and dangerous.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Do you think we could get some of these podcasters that currently have beef in the ring soon?
Say it again.
Do you think we could get some of these podcasters that currently got beef in the ring soon?
Man, I was very interested in maybe developing a little situation where we can repeatedly get those little situations on and make it benefit for everybody. However, I'm more interested in squashing the beef with podcasters that I'm affiliated with without any type of violence. I would prefer to see some type of celebrity boxing element that didn't include beef. I would like, maybe
Okay.
me, Bosco, other personalities. Maybe we get us a stable of fighters and use our personalities to bring the hype around it. And the fighters could be homies that's just willing to get in the ring and want to do it. Everybody get a heavyweight, everybody get a middleweight. We promote it, market it, and just try to create it for sport versus a beef thing. I think that it's lack of intelligence and maturity that if I disagree with you, we have to touch each other to resolve it. Because touching each other never actually resolves any problem that we're discussing. So I think we should reserve our physical violence for situations that we cannot avoid. But if we're communicating, then I think we should be able to avoid touching each other, especially if we're going to put on pads and gloves. How
Right.
serious is it at that point?
Well, Compton Menace, he called you out after the Nina Boy fight, right? And
You got talking to Mike.
said Compton Menace, he called you out after the Nina
Oh,
Boy.
how do you classify a call out?
He said that he wanted to fight you.
Yeah, that's not a call out. You call me out by being in my presence and saying you want to get down when you close enough to touch me. You can't get on the camera in front of 100 people and mention my name about a boxing match and classify it as a call out. I've never been in a boxing ring in my life. You don't call me out into a brand new endeavor of boxing
Well,
sport.
nigga, I'm not boxing you.
I've never boxed nobody. I'm the loc. What I look like boxing out here? This crip.
I never boxed before too, but I got in the ring.
That's okay, but I'm not knocking you for that.
It was fun.
That's okay for you. I don't find it fun.
Okay, I hear
Yeah,
you.
but I'm not knocking you if you enjoyed that. It's not my thing.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get no nigga no fair action at nothing with me who ain't
Said,
claim to have a problem who I don't.
dang.
That's weird to me. Speaking my name, nigga.
I hear you. He said, I ain't playing none of these games with
Yeah, that I don't minute that every all that whole shit with minutes was whole shit to me. That's how I classify his whole movement, energy. That was whole shit. I don't got no respect for the way he moved. My number been the same 20 years.
you. I
You want
heard
to
you.
get on camera and play with my name? I'm the loc, nigga.
What do you think about the Nina Boy Bosco fight?
I think they should have did a do over. But Bosco's not interested. I think Nina's no longer thinking about it. But yeah, that was an embarrassment. It was a lot of lack of engagement.
It
I
was
was watching it
embarrassing
disappointed.
for the culture. You know what I'm saying? It was
I didn't.
embarrassing
Yeah,
for the culture
it wasn't a good fight. Very unimpressive.
because it gives the wrong idea about the culture.
Huh? Yeah. Well, I mean, no, I mean, I don't think the boxing says much about the culture. There was two men that got in there and didn't box. I don't think the
They did
culture is.
box.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think the culture is,
The culture
represented
was
by that.
bad. But the culture was well. I seen a lot of people, a lot of responses. A lot of people was angry at that. They looked like they were scared. They was both scared of each other.
That's what it looked like to me too.
That's
But I don't
exactly
think that reflects on the culture. I think we gotta let them individuals ride that L. That's those
right,
two
right,
guys.
right. Yeah, they had to write that. They
Yeah,
said,
they gotta ride that.
yeah,
'Cause I
because
think to me personally, me saying you are having a real problem with somebody and then getting in the ring, I think that looks bad.
that looks very bad.
Yeah, I don't knock people who get in the ring for sport because they practice and they feel like they good and they want to test their skills out with the next man. I get that. But to say you have a real gripe with a nigga and we
Yeah,
finna arrange weeks and months in advance to have a sporting event, that's goofy to me.
yeah, they all on the internet cell warrior basically. They doing cell warrior shit,
That's goofy to me, bro.
barking on the internet and shit. And now you get in the ring and you ain't got no bite.
Yeah, you can even tell from their press conference versus at the press conference, like you couldn't keep them away from each other. They was for to go at each other's throat, but they got in the ring. You push them in the back, and they won't even. They won't even go connect with each other. So that's they did themselves a disjustice by going so crazy
Yeah,
at the press conference and
they
then
sold
so
the
calm.
they sold the event, but it's just damn. You got to show up too.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely got to show up, especially when you barking like that. When you act like y'all don't like each other like that, we got to see a little bit of blood, just a little. Just
Right.
a-
Something.
so you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to see the
Yeah,
brothers.
they definitely under delivered.
Yeah, they did, man. They disappointed. It was. I was irritated watching the fight.
Yeah, I was too.
What led to y'all to stop Little Wayne Carr in 2008?
Well, back then he had a song that was pretty popular that he used to say, "Sue Whoop Gang, if you ain't with that, you from the food chain." And I didn't know if he was trying to be slick and diss, say like the food chain with in the water, like crabs. So I was just looking to question him about that. But by the time he got to the location we were waiting him to get to, so many homies had accumulated. It just was more than me and a couple homies going around there. And
Wayne,
that's
he was banging on the tracks, wasn't he?
on, yeah, he had been putting it out there. I wasn't really tripping, I fuck with all the down moves.
Like
That wasn't that
I
wasn't
was
it. It wasn't just banging, it was the fact that he might have been dissing.
okay.
The Suwu gang is fine. He said, if you ain't with that, you in the food chain. So my first education on the food chain was I was taught about the ocean. So in my mind, I think he's trying to find a slick way to say crab. So I just wanted to ask him about it, just to show him how this gang banging go a little bit. Like,
Right,
so
like
like,
yeah,
yeah. I pretty much assumed he was deny it, but I wanted to ask him. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah. So me and my homies, we claim food chain crip to this day. That's another little like a couple of my partners, we see each other on the internet or whatever. It's FCC. We know what we mean. Food chain crip.
The food chain crib, nigga.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. When when game caught 40 Glock slipping, how did watching that footage make you feel the first time watching it?
Oh, I laughed hard. Yeah, I laughed hard. Laughed real hard. 'Cause it's a lot about 40 Glock I hadn't been appreciating for a long time. So I was just letting it do what it do, just based on my situation and not wanting to seem like a hater and disrupt what was going on. But I had a lack of appreciation for him for quite some time, ever since that Lil Wayne shit. He fucked that lick off by going live. We really was had our mind on doing a lot more destruction, but when we looked up, he was on a kite phone, KYTE. It was an orange apparatus. It was one of the first live apparatuses where you can go live, and he had it in his hand going live in real time. So therefore, nobody really wanted to do their Dougie the way we had planned.
You basically snitching.
There you go. But then in the long run, I look at it like, damn, 40 Glock probably saved me from doing a bunch of time because I probably gonna do some bullshit.
But shit, yeah.
Yeah, but he fucked off the lick. So by the time game was whooping on him, I was sitting back laughing. I was laughing when Menace and them caught him in Arizona at the thing. I was in Arizona when they caught him at the arena and did they 1 2 20. Yeah, I talked to Menace that same night while he was leaving the function.
They caught him out here.
Yeah, no, I was out there at
Okay,
the time. I got the call. That's why I got confused. I was in Arizona.
okay. I'm like, damn, nigga.
No, they was I think they was at the convention center or somewhere out here in LA.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I remember that. That went viral.
Then he did some whole shit. We put out the Graveyard Shift as an album, and I had a record on there where one of the lines was, "I'm gonna let the red rags bail while I sell y'all sick." Suge Knight and Snoop was on Dale Dog Dick, and then he was so concerned with that line, saying he had some business with Snoop Dogg. He begged me to change the line, and I told 40 Glock, "Fuck that, I ain't changing nothing." Cause I started to put music out on Interscope, big white people, and I ain't never been censored. Nigga, how I'm gonna do a mixtape with a homie, a crip, and get censored? Cause I said, it don't even make no sense. You gonna be the first nigga to censor me? So he kept begging me. I told EC, if you gonna gotta censor me, take me off the whole project, cause I don't wanna do none of it. So he agreed that he wasn't gonna censor me. He gonna leave it like that. And some time had passed when he finally was like, "Hey, cuz, we'll put that tape out, man, to shoot some videos." I'm like, all right. Went out there to the video shoot, and then on the way back, I'm like, "Cuz, I ain't heard this song since we did it." So I got the whole mixtape. You can have it. So I put the CD in on the way home, right? And the song came on. This nigga cut the last line off that song. That I told him, nigga, I'm not gonna be on this project at all if you censor me. He sent it in for mixing and mastering with being censored. He cut my verse off.
Like, nah, man.
And
That
I
was
called him right immediately. I was still on the freeway. I banged on him, charged him. He had to pay me for that too, though. But yeah, there's a lot of little reasons why I didn't like Cuz. That's why I'm glad to see him get his ass whooped.
hey shit, man. It is what it is, right? Shit. Let me see. A lot of people think that 50 Cent signed you to beef with Game. Is that how true is that?
He would just have to be very, very, very strategic and slick because the whole time I tried my hardest to get him to let me tag me into the game beef, he advised me to stay out of it
Okay.
in a million different ways. It was me being irritated, being out here local, him pushing GU not, us pushing G Unit. I went against 50's advice and I got involved. So I don't agree with that, even though I know it looks like that to a lot of people.
Do you think politicking online is watering down the gang culture?
Yes. I also think the gang culture deserves and needs to be watered down.
Okay, that was a good answer. Are homosexuals allowed in the gang culture?
Not from my standpoint, viewpoint. I don't agree with it, but I can't say it's not happening elsewhere. But
I don't agree with it either, but
me either. No,
other people.
I don't understand it. I don't appreciate. Well, I do understand it because I understand how they are infiltrating everywhere now.
I can see a female,
Yeah, female,
but not a male.
not a male. I no, I agree with you 100%. But I gotta tell you this. I don't want to put the homies on blast. But certain Compton Crip sets that well, I won't say certain sets. I know one particular Compton Crip set. They had one that like we used to go to functions with them, and we used to go up in the club and all that, get cracking. The motherfuckers used to get cracking, get on the mic and like regulate, like try to stop shit before it go bad. Like they had one, some of the homies they had one over there. A lot
Yeah,
of time it's somebody nephew, son, or I don't know. It happens, bro.
right. Yeah, I heard about some active ones too. Like,
Yeah. Now them, I'm aware of those.
yeah,
The active tops, the bandits. Yeah, they been existing. I'm talking about somebody living out here, having a boyfriend, and what I'm saying, going to Pride Week, but coming to the function, that type shit.
right,
Going
right,
to all that's different.
blatantly gay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
blatantly. Yeah, I've yet to see that.
that is way different.
Yeah,
They
yeah, that's
had
different.
the dude on 21 on No Jumper show.
Yeah, I haven't seen nothing like that in real life. Nah.
Yeah, and it kind of it irritated the real Lokes out here.
Oh hell yeah, it did. I never really thought that that was a real thing. I just knew they was gonna say aha somewhere.
right.
Yeah,
They playing somewhere, but
yeah, they gotta be playing with us.
it's like I can't believe like nobody from Hoover never.
That's one thing I can say about the Hoovers, though. I've noticed they don't really get involved in this online explaining themselves. Even the few guys that's from Hoover that do the media shit, they don't really talk Hoover shit.
Right.
Yeah, my homies try to maintain a similar rapport online. You got these young niggas that do the actual internet banging, like posting they live and
I don't
dissing.
expect them to say nothing online, but I don't see why nobody approached that nigga yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
What is you doing out here,
Well,
nigga?
no, in Texas, whatever community they got, I think he has an acceptance out there. Now, I
Right.
don't think he came nowhere near no LA niggas to really question him, bro.
Okay. Like what
Yeah, I don't think
you doing
so.
out here, nigga? You
Nah, and he got to be careful over there because
hey, you
they
got
you might find some over there that like what you trying to do enough to do something bad to you because they like what you're doing.
you
But
got
you still can't be a part of the get down living like that. But somebody might be attracted to it enough to take full advantage of you.
you gotta quit playing.
Yeah, you got to quit
Playing
playing.
out here. Yeah, you definitely gotta quit playing because it's not a game out here.
Definitely not.
It's not a game. Man, it's been a blessing having you on my show today, man. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to have you the video, but you're answering all the dang questions I got. You're incredible.
Easy call, man. That's what I'm here for, man. Facts over feelings. I'm gonna keep it a Google. I'm gonna tell you anything that's not gonna incriminate or embarrass one of my love. I won't incriminate nobody, and I won't embarrass nobody I love. So anybody else can get it,
No, I
as
ain't
long
gonna
as it's
never
facts. I ain't gonna lie on nobody.
I ain't gonna never gonna ask anything that's gonna take a brother away. You know,
Yeah, I ain't gonna do none of that.
hey, we ain't on that DJ Valid or whatever they call that.
Vlad, yeah,
Yeah, we
none of
ain't
that.
on none of that shit.
Yeah, I don't like the way Adam even let them niggas get up there and say all that. Let loose cannon say all that shit. Adam should have did. He should have known better. He shouldn't have did that.
Now, Wack tried to say that Big U's part of like a gang intervention program or something in
He
California.
is called the Grid Program and is doing a partnership with his own nonprofit developing options. And they had some questions about the wording of the contract of the Grid Program, which Big U has addressed. I had questions about it myself.
Right, right. Do you can you give us a better understanding? Do you have a better understanding
Well,
about?
the questions I had, the wording had stated to where that they were supposed to be on call for the police and make certain reports of certain activities in the neighborhood. But Big U has stated and claimed that before he went to any agreement with them, the wording had to be changed. He didn't sign nothing under like that. So I leave it at that. And then I also am wise enough to understand that even if he had signed something similar to that, when we get released from prison, sign for probation, we agree to all type of terms that we don't intend on. You
Yeah,
feel
y'all
me?
get out, man. Let them get
Yeah,
out.
so
They out
I'm
this.
not finna pick him apart. You got to show me his program being actively involved in what the contract states for me to act like it's all bad. Initially, I looked at it like, man, that's all bad. But Big U is taking a licking for a whole lot of OG gang members out here because it's a whole lot of them in that program. Reputables.
Right,
And
right,
he
right.
ain't you see how he ain't naming nobody. You know how many niggas he could be naming. Go talk to so and so. Ask them. And I say he's doing it with honor by not doing so.
Right.
He
So,
answering for himself and not pointing out who else in the program. It's a lot of other G niggas out here in that program.
well, basically, this program is like a program or like a rehabilitation program or something like that.
No, it's about self-policing. You know, it's about the community saying the police don't relate to us or police us correctly. We should have some say so over our own. We got police brutality. We getting profiled. You guys pull up on a situation with lack of understanding, and it don't have to go a certain way. And so, after us in the community making that gripe so long, this is like a midway where we can try to see if there's a way that we can police our own to a certain degree,
Wow, they're allowing you guys to self police each other in some form of way.
to some form of fashion. Yes,
Hmm.
and it's just really saying, look, they're not gonna listen to you because y'all the law. They might listen to us. And if you give us some leeway or some authority to, be able to deal with situations before they get out of hand, then maybe we can help rectify some of this shit. Maybe if we got a system to where something goes down and we can find out what took place, we can stop them from going to retaliate. You know what I'm
Right, right, right,
saying? I think
right.
it's more focused on that and having these programs for the kids to get involved in. But the wording of the contract before the police or the government or the white folks actually agreed to it, what they seemingly was requesting initially seemed a real suspect.
Okay, that's fair. That's definitely that was a good answer because a lot of people, the way Wack explains this is the way it's explained and the way it looks on paper is horrible.
Two different things. Yeah, but Wack is over interested and involved in not just men in general, other men's business, their intimate businesses, what they do in their bedroom, especially when they're doing it with other men, apparently. But it seems like he's over interested in Crip business. I think Cuz really wish he was a Crip. He hate the Crip. He loved the Crip so much he hate him.
I don't want to make this about Wack. I just want to make about this particular question because this particular question, that's just some scary shit. If there's a brother that could take niggas, nigga, that's scary. That's scary for the brotherhood.
That could do what?
That could take brothers to jail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
scary for
definitely,
the brotherhood.
definitely. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but Wack has said he's gotten 7 Main Streets out of jail, off of trial. So who can get you off of out of jail that can't get you in jail? He got a close relationship with the law that he has yet to explain. He also say the feds told him they owe him a favor.
Wow.
He also say the feds called him and offered him protection against Jay Prince because Jay Prince was threatening him online.
Wow.
These are claims that the Wack makes himself. He also, when involved in trying to clear his name as a rat, he brings the police, Greg Ketting, to Clubhouse in order to speak on his behalf. I'm just saying, bro, these are all facts.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Facts
Facts.
over feelings.
We Wack refers us to the book that Greg Kading wrote if we want to understand what took place back then. Well, in that book, it says at some point, Wack found the black apparatus up under his truck. He thought it was a bomb, and he picked up the phone and called the police. Once again,
That's crazy.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Wack claims to have a gay sex tape with neighborhood nip in it.
With nip in it. Yeah.
Wack said he watched it 100 times.
Why he watching the tape?
Come on, that's what I'm saying, bro. This is the guy you're asking me about, bro.
Why this nigga watching the tape?
This is the guy you're asking me about. Not only did he watch it, he said he watched it 100 times.
Why are you watching the tape, nigga?
100 times. And look and guess how we knew about this? Look who he was telling. Cassandra Campbell. Why is you telling this man that you know like his anal penetrated about a gay sex tape?
Wow, why he telling that? And that dude, man, that dude got some issues going
Yeah,
on.
why is you talking to him about this? So when you ask me about Wack, remember, this is the guy you asking me about.
Yes, sir.
He sat in the room with Cassandra and asked him about Bambada him. He went. As soon as we saw Snitch Nine Takuchi turn into the biggest hip hop federal informant ever, he went and held hands with him and babysat him, bro.
Right.
This is why when I talk to street niggas outside of my jurisdiction and they ask me about Wack, like is he something to be questioned? I'm like, bro, you all saw all that. So what is you even asking about him for? You saw him hold hands with Takuchi.
You right. You right.
That's it. Like that's all I need to see. On top of all the other things I can name, we saw him run out of a venue and say, J Rock knocked me out, blood, and then turn around and deny being knocked out for the next few years.
Right, because he said y'all got nobody got the footage.
We got the footage of him saying it though.
Right, we got the
He
footage.
keep talking to you like you stupid.
No.
He didn't just say it, and you got to enhance the quality to make sure you heard what he said. He said it. He multiple times in front of a crowd. He was delirious, running, trying to. Come on, man.
Right. We could tell. We all could tell what happened.
So this is what I'm saying. Anytime you question anything based on him saying it, it's like, damn, bro, why is you giving anything validity to anything he says after you saw he'll come out with all the passion of honesty saying, just got knocked out, blood, and then go on a campaign saying anybody that say I got knocked out is a buster and a hoe. Bro, when you start questioning me about this type of guy, now I gotta start thinking about who is OG Sticc Hyde for real. Because I mean that shit is self-explanatory.
Yes, sir. No, I mean, these is questions that you know what I'm saying that everybody, you know what I'm saying.
Everybody. I mean, we seen what Wack is all about. The feds called offering protection against Jay Prince. He got on the camera and said Jay Diggs killed Mac Dre and his son. He's just said, "Come on, bro. How more incriminating can you get?" And he's like, "Oh, who's Mac Dre? Oh, I mean, who is Jay Diggs? Oh, that's the nigga they say he got nigga got Mac Dre killed."
Wow.
Then he said he got his son killed for an insurance lick.
He did.
These are crimes.
That is saying crimes.
Yeah, and you're accusing. He just got on there and said Nipsey Hussle was murdered under conspiracy of Big U, and he alleged it's because Nipsey Hussle was up for the grid program next.
That's crazy.
Come on, man, quit asking me about this guy. Anybody listening to me, y'all, who looking at my region? First of all, Wack is not from our region. He's from the outskirts. You are as much from my region as Wack damn near. You about twice as far away.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The other night, I was out there in the valley, and it was midnight, and I Googled it, and it was like 43 minutes. It was the fastest you get there from to Compton, from Compton to North Hollywood. It was no traffic. 43 minutes was the time I got. So imagine in the middle of the day, bro.
Okay.
How long is it gonna take you to get to the valley? Almost 2 hours at times from Compton. I could get to you in 2 hours.
Okay.
Now our county is big as far as the actual geographical size. So they do land in a portion that they do go to LA County Jail. And Wack just seems to hold on to that as his connection to Los Angeles when I have no connection to Pacoima to the point where I can't get on this motherfucker all day and talk about Pacoima politics like my voice matter or North Hollywood politics, the San Fernando Valley at all. They got all type of shit popping out there. They got the front streets out there. They got the essays out there. They got the Wissets. They got some Damus out there. I ain't got no say so on no shit like that. I'm not no authority of that shit. I'm vaguely familiar. I know what people tell me, just like he knows about LA. But he tricked y'all to think y'all that's not from LA that he means more because the industry allowed him to stand next to enough Compton and LA niggas where he could pull it off. But that's not the case. If you don't see him with nobody from Compton and LA, he feels like and we look like he's nobody. He'll be ate alive. He try to keep them niggas with him for security, safety. You feel me? Fuck cuz though. Now, and I just say fucking because he lied on me.
How do you feel about the DW Flame slip up?
Oh, you gotta go look at my channel on Spider Loc Most Easty. I've covered it thoroughly. I ain't gonna be rehatching that. Had a lot of content about it. But shout out to D Dub. That shit was real small, bro. That wasn't nothing.
What do you want your legacy to be at the end of the day?
I kept it facts over feelings. I kept it a Google. Didn't bite my tongue. Stood on all 10 and didn't sell my soul. And I want my children to respect, honor, and love me, and my grandchildren.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much, Spider Loc, man. It's been a blessing having you on my show. Man.
Appreciate you, Sticc Hyde. I apologize for the technical difficulties. We didn't get it through, but we got it. We got it out though.
Hell yeah, man. It's just to have your voice alone. Your voice is strong. Your voice is real. You know what I'm saying? And just to have your presence alone, that's a blessing alone.
Salute, bro. Yeah, we locked in now. So in the future, anytime you want to collab, just let me know, man. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah. If you got any artists that you know what I'm saying that you like that you can we can highlight your artists.
We'll start there. I'll put you in touch with Blue Smurf. I need to get him on this circuit anyway, get him used to talking and answering questions. So I'm gonna give your staff. Should I send it to your DM or your folks?
You can send it to my folks.
All right, I'll put his hook up in there, and then we go from there.
Okay, thank you so much.
I appreciate you, loved one.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you. Y'all, that was Spider Loc.
I don't know how to end it. Let me just do this. Bam.
Yeah. It's a blessing having them on our show, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We got straight to it, man. He gave us straight, solid policy. God damn, why she get this shit right? All right, anyway. Yeah, it was with straight, solid politics. It was dope. He answered all my questions. And man, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tapping in with your guy, Sticc Hyde, live with OG Sticc Hyde, Spider Loc. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure y'all like, comment, share for the Loc one time and shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we about to be out.
It's my Loc right there. Day Uno. That's my day Uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends. Day Uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day Uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Game bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day Uno.
There's no air since day uno. For rare recitors, and I'ma say puto. And I mean that with all due disrespect to the ops off tops if you disrespect. This man, though, I go half on the sack with him. Double back on foot with the Mac with him. Cognac, that's what my joint drank. Period. I done seen him do it point blank. Neighborhood for death though. EC on mine. Every time still get my nigga 3 up high. When it's cracking, He usually a trip before me in '03 introduced me to Nip. Got a lot of politics between the two turfs. Choose to keep it mafia like Blue Smurf. Half the time I don't even like her. But I ain't never met a nigga like
That's my
her.
day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Game bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno. So when it come to dying, it ain't nothing. Killing ain't shit either. Enemies know we stay hunting. We know it's wrong, but we love it. Where you wanna take it? We in the streets. We don't mind a little confrontation. Whole lot of gunplay with me and my low. I'm talking pistol with the scopes when we out on patrol. Hunting for domes. My love was a fool when he get it in. Pull up on him like cuz, let's slide in. Getting in. Lil Mac down my bro. Ain't gotta prove a point. It's facts over feelings in my SPI voice. M's be the logo. That's my day uno. We ain't friends. It's only me and cuz in this Benz. Like identical twins. We on that same shit. They unos. Them be the niggas that I bang with. A lot of politics between both gangs. It is what it is. The homies live the game. That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends. Day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Game bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno.
This is J.P. Banks Music.
When you're sticking to the script, it's a lonely road. Before they left the home tank, the big homie told. He know the way this testimony hold. On that low foe, they gon' politic on him cold. SPI Bank EC for really though. Used to really go, ask my nigga Chili Mo. Had a cold gun game, crazy knuckle up. Bust on enemies with baby double up. Back and forth with the main streets on 98. Q97, me and Lil Johnny Ray. Posted up on Colton with a big ratchet. Way before Lil Wayne threw on that snitch jacket. Walked the yard with Slim Bag. What up, Big Drac? Gave them back they L cuz you did that. Love my lokes even if we don't interact. Lil Mont, Baby Psych and Lil Black. EC. 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 97th Street, smack dead in the Middle East. Fuck the police for King Ron Ron and Lil Reese. Tell the truth, SP3 never lack rhymes. Sometimes feel I might die behind my rap lines. We ain't in Malibu now, we in Maui. Baby Pie, EC, Bear, me and Wowie. Tico, Kiko, EC Red. Still can't believe Frankie and CC dead. Come to putting in work. Did more than a little dirt. Airbrush shirt. Big Milk, Lil Merc, Lil Box, Baby Ant, both souls, all the coops. First Street to 24 when we call the troops. Lost a legend when we buried Bug. Coach love to the riders that carry cuz, never seen it coming. Was a little foul, still took heart though. My hat off to Lil Owl, EC. 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 Big Spider. Ezel. Tiny Spider got 19. Rest in peace, Ezel. Shouts to the females representing EC. The brownies to the quotas. Rest in peace, TT. Big Tommy's son on the 7. That stay pops. Me and mine never bow down to J-Box. And that's the coldest crip a nigga ever met. Coldest crip I ever heard about. Better yet, 33rd never every only time a nigga ran. On the land, go ask my nigga ran. ECG unit came up a little show. Got told on by that nigga Lil Show. Went on TV, the homies did BT Ugly. Got love for Infinite and Lil EC Buzzy. For death though, that mean to my dying day. EC, that's all I've been trying to say. EC.
Thank you for tuning in live with OG Sticc Hyde on Real Rydaz Only Radio.